recent concerns for Kowloon Motor Bus predicament shows that we may need to consider alternatives. KMB has applied to the government for an 8.5% fare increase after it lost 12.5 million in the first 6 months of the year. The proposed increase would be higher than this year's inflation. The fare raise works out to an average of 53 cents per trip. The bus station in Mong Kong seems like any other stations around Hong Kong. People lined up, looking up once in a while away from their cell phones, waiting aimlessly, anticipating for their ride. Time flew by, and the bus have yet to arrive. The line only got shorter from people who had given up on waiting. But because the actual raise lies within a small amount, some rarely give much attention into it, but it's rather different for the minority. Elvin Lai, a university student, said it isn't reasonable for KMB to raise its prices. The young man dressed in jeans and a pair of running shoes needs to travel from Tin Shui Huai to Kowloon Tong every day, expresses that the problem within KMB is not primarily the costs, but operating conditions as well. It is already a problem for the student to take several bus changes, traveling from Tin Shui Wai to Mong Kok on bus 265B, then from there to Kowloon Tong on 72X. But now that KMB has announced raising its prices, it becomes more of a burden for a student like Elvin. Not to mention KMB does not provide discounts for students when comparing to other kinds of conveyances. For Elvin, the company's lack of inefficiency in its routes and inconsistency of bus frequencies forces him to acknowledge substitute transportations in order to better grasp control of timing. It is a pleasure to have a frequent service, clean buses, and a gentle, quiet ride. But KMB's service left us no choice but to rethink of its pricing. In practice, this will mean local politicians pushing powerless administrators to allow no fare increases and keep all uneconomic routes in service may fail after all, and the Hong Kong society will need to accept the bus company's harsh decision.